Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we're gonna be talking about a very insensitive or not sensitive topic. It's called how I felt when I got my period. I don't know why that was so awkward. But that's how it might feel when you first get your period. You don't know what to do. But before we start this important video, make sure you like, share, subscribe, and comment if you can, because I'm trying to get to 250 subscribers before this year ends. So it'd be wonderful if y'all do. Okay, so be weird. Before you get your period, you have these things developing, and when they say they develop, they strength, they go. And before your period starts, your body goes through so many different things. You're growing, you're gaining weight, you're losing weight, you're feeling hungry, you're feeling all this, you feel the most weirdest thing. That is your hormones. You can't really control that because that's the thing keeping your body up and going. And be aware, these things grow and they hurt because there are literally fat on your body, and there's a fat that you can't really remove because it is a thing that you need. For example, if you want to have a baby in your life, your future life, you're gonna need these things to give the milk to your baby. And also, if you don't know, you can only pump milk when you have children, or if you're pregnant, because that's when you start to lactate. How did I feel when I get my first period? First of all, I was 10, and you probably wonder, oh my god, that is so young. It's not. It's very normal. Very normal. Do not act shocked that happens to you, because many people can start a period at 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Beyond that, maybe a medical condition. But don't take that advice from me. But that's the most common cases of that happening. Also, when I first got my first period at 10, I didn't act shocked. I didn't act scared. I didn't act any other sort of way. I knew it was gonna happen eventually because I was about 2 years before. I just didn't know it was gonna happen that early. But things happen in life. So things happen in life, so you don't know what's gonna happen. You gotta go with it. Funny story. A year later, prior to me having my period, my grade 5 teacher was like, "Oh my god, you got your period?" I'm like, "Yeah, not that early. It happens. It's normal." As I said earlier, it could start at 10, 11, 12, 13, and 14. Beyond that, medical condition. But do not do that advice because I'm a doctor. I'm not a doctor. Yeah, it's kind of scary. I was like, "Oh my god, are you kidding?" Like, yeah, I'm fine. I've been doing this for the past year now. Also, if you don't know, period cramps can start happening like months after you start your period, or a year later, like I was, and I was grade 5, and the pain I got, oh my goodness, there were intense pain. They were not ease, and it was not funny. But here is a hack: before your period start, eat a very healthy base diet. So like a lot of vegetables, a lot of carrots, a lot of all of that, a lot of good food, a lot of meats, all that. Avoid processed or slightly processed food, because I'm gonna show you where it's called, right? It's called here. That is a thing that make you have period cramps, but it's also like eat processed food or junk food. It contributes to having more cramps. If you eat less of that, you get less cramps. But that's what I've experienced when you eat less junk food. But do not take the advice from me because I'm not a doctor. I don't even know the science behind it. But that is what I felt if I ate less junk food. Okay, let's continue. When I got my first period, it was on a summer warm day. I had a field trip, so I couldn't go. And the place where I was going was a pool, so I couldn't go anywhere. And then didn't know later on in your life you could go to a pool if you put on a tampon, whatever. Yeah. Okay. Here is a very important thing you need to know. When you eat period, you do not need to get those big, pads. You just need to get those little pads that made for it. Goes by the size. You're going a little. If you use always, they have small to overnight, or the under ones. But yeah, they go from size. If you like the little ones, those are the ones you use at the beginning of your period until like later. If you want to use those overnight ones, ones for heavy periods, heavy flow, use those ones. And they work best because they cover from front to back. Those are most recommended to use if you have heavy flow. And always remember, change every 3 hours, or every 3 to 5 hours, because you're literally losing blood, and you do not want to gain odor because it is blood that's leaving your body and it smells horribly strong. And also because you are losing iron and blood, remember to eat meat, fish, avoid sugar, and healthy because you need to gain that iron back. And if you're losing it, of course, people have iron deficiency to get periods. They're prone to them passing because they literally need your blood to go through. Of course, you have less blood and less iron, like me. Yeah, I never pain, but I feel like shit half the time. So remember to eat those healthy food like fish and meat and all that. But it's mostly fish. Remember to eat that tuna, that sardine, because it has its nutrients. People might hate tuna or mackerel or sardines, but it literally does have the best thing in those because it has iron, it has minerals, it has all that. So yeah, remember to eat that. Also, remember to eat your broccoli, your carrots, and your fruits and everything else because they contribute a lot before your period and after. Also, remember, if you have a boyfriend or a crush, and they talk about periods and how where they are, remember, embrace it because without periods, you wouldn't be here and I wouldn't be here because that's how the human body works. If a boy feels disgusting and hates that, break up and do not be friends with them anymore because that's disgusting. Like you're a woman, you can't control that because that's the whole point of life. So yeah, that's the end of this video. Make sure you like, subscribe, share, subscribe, and comment if you can. If you felt educated after this video, make sure you subscribe so you can like and see more videos you see on your feed. Okay, bye.